Michelle Bullock, she had a tough first day at the office, and it's not even her first day yet last night, heckled by protesters. She took it well, though, but aside from that, what did you think of the content of her speech?
Well, she's talking about the effects of climate change relative to inflation, therefore relative to higher interest rates. So she's sort of suggesting that the RBA from now on is going to be considering matters, what seemed to me, way outside their remit. That is, they will be considering climate change and how do they sort of get ahead of climate change cost changes. So, yeah, for example, if we're going to try and hit our targets, gas price, electricity price are going to go up. And if electricity prices go up, are they going to change the cost of living? Are they going to change all our costs such that inflation becomes an issue? And how do we get around that?
She's right there.
She's totally right. And the question is whether or not the Reserve Bank governor or the Reserve Bank should be getting involved in this political stuff, and whether or not she's actually trying to run a political campaign around this, whether she's being influenced by Canberra or not, I don't know. But she is right, because climate change initiatives definitely are going to increase cost of living.
Do you think her job is getting easier now that inflation is on the way down? And we've got more data that comes out today, but it looks as though it's on the right path, finally.
I'd rather be her coming into this environment than
the other way.
Into the environment, yeah, correct, a year or so ago. I would say she's come in on the sweet spot. If anything, there might be one more rate rise. I doubt that very much, though. I think more than likely she's going to be delivering us good news sometime next year, mid-next year, and she's going to look like she just jumped off the cross. Yeah.
Okay, a few other issues. Rental vacancies down across the country, Mark.
Ever so slightly, though. And let's be careful.
Something.
It's something. But look, this whole climate change thing, for example, I mean, I have to say this. In New South Wales, we need 76,000 new dwellings a year. We've just been told by the New South Wales government that developers now going to cost them exactly $100,000 a year extra to develop a property to comply with a whole lot of climate change initiatives. Now, guess what that's going to do? That's either going to stop the developers from developing, or it's going to pass that cost on with a margin to buyers. And the buyers, if they're investors, are going to charge more rent to the renters, or alternatively, they're going to stop developing altogether, which means they're going to have less houses, which means renters are going to pay more money. So it's a problem. We have a major infrastructure problem here in New South Wales in particular, but this probably covers all Australia, in relation to putting enough properties in the market for people to either rent or buy.
Mark Bouris, it is good to see you as always. We will chat to you again soon.